This programme has been in part funded by Visit Cornwall.
Welcome to this week's Cornwall Channel. My name is Shane Solomon.
And my name is Mike Spinks, and here's what's coming up on this evening's show.
Darren, the head chef from Bustopher Jones, cooks us a gorgeous John Dory dish. And we watched the music video from ENNOR, Farewell to Atlantis. And Jake chats to King Creature about their upcoming trip to LA.
So another action-packed show for you today, and what I'm always excited about every week is receiving your comments. So if you're watching us on Facebook Live right now or even on YouTube, make sure you leave a comment. We love reading them, don't we?
Yep, and we're on all the other social medias as well, so if you want to follow us on Instagram or Twitter, drop a comment over there. We had some great comments actually last week from Facebook.
We really did, and keep them coming in because it's absolutely essential to the show. We love to know your ideas, where we can go in, and it's one of those ones where over the next few weeks we're going to start compiling a What's On guide, so keep an eye out for that as well.
Yeah, so that'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on through Cornwall. Our friend Richard Woods is going to manage that for us, so another fresh face to the Cornwall channel. I'm looking forward to having that actually.
I know, and what Richard Woods doesn't know about things isn't worth knowing.
No.
He knows what's going on, he knows what envelope to turn up to see the opening. He really does.
Indeed, he is very switched on. So we've had a busy week as well. Some more great stuff coming up. We were down at Bustopher Jones doing a bit more cooking, and we all know I love the cooking.
Although you weren't there. I
No.
filmed this one, so I got back on the tools.
Indeed.
And actually did a bit of work for a change.
How did you find that?
Demanding. It took me ages. So credit where credit's due to Mr. Spinks as the main producer here, because yeah, it's full on.
Indeed, and some more music as well coming up for you this week. You've got in for a treat. We have two Cornish artists on this week, and King Creature, we actually went down and interviewed them as well. So our first piece up this evening is our cooking segment with Bustopher Jones. They did a bit of John Dory for us as well. Gorgeous dish. Take a closer look at this.
So we're here with Darren, the head chef here at Bustopher Jones, and you're going to make us up a really nice main course. So what are you going to do for us?
Well, we're going to do a John Dory fillet, which is poached in a celeriac puree. Then with some sauteed wild mushrooms, a fondant potato, a sort of onion jam, some cavolo nero and a dill oil. I'll start off just by preparing the celeriac. It's a very good root vegetable for this because it's got a nice sort of savoury flavour to it, so it lends itself well for poaching things in. So it's something which a friend of mine had mentioned doing, and I've sort of played around with it. And if you season it, a little bit of fresh lemon into it as well, works really well with fish. So then, you know, it's a healthier way of eating as well, rather than always pan frying every element of everything that we do. You know, if we're poaching something in, it's got a little bit of milk in it, but more than that, you're poaching it in a vegetable rather than having to fill it with fat and other things. Okay. So we'll just trim that up.
So for the people at home that don't use celeriac or not something that they would regularly cook with, what is celeriac?
It's actually the root of the celery plant, which a lot of people find celery is quite a strong flavour. The celeriac's slightly more mild. It's not as intense as celeriac on its own. Celery on its own, sorry. But yeah, it's got, it's sort of a nice umami, savoury flavour to it. You can roast it, you can boil it, you can do a lot with it, to be honest. It's quite a versatile vegetable. You can eat it raw in salads. The French love doing that. Yeah, the French love that. Celeriac remoulade, good old classic. But yeah, I mean, there's many uses for it, but say for what we're doing, we're just going to literally poach it off to make it into a puree. Okay. So just the celeriac, a little bit of thyme into it, some salt, and pass me milk. It's just in that fridge there.
Yeah.
Should be a bottle of milk in there. Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. So just enough milk to cover, and then we'll put that on the heat.
So how long are you going to put that on for? How long is that going to take to go down to a puree?
That's probably going to take about 20 to 25 minutes, but luckily I've already made another one which we can do it, but we can go back to that one. So once that's done, we'll puree it, pass it through a sieve to make sure it's silky smooth, and then we'll use that for poaching our fish. Okay. Next up, we've got our fondant potato. So that's where it's slightly less healthy because we're going to cook this in a nice amount of butter. But, if it's a good quality butter, it's animal fats are good for you.
I tell you what, I remember one time a chef said to me, I said, how much butter do you put in your mashed potato? And he said, I think he said about 50-50.
Yep, sounds about right.
And I never knew actually that's how much you put in there, but ever since then I feel that I put way too much butter in my mash at home. So
yeah, my better half is always mentioning how much butter we go through in the house. For mashed potato, I'll generally heat up butter and cream in equal quantities and add some flavouring, some thyme, some bay leaf to it, and then we just fold that into the mash at the end, and it's about as much as the potato can take, because obviously potato is very starchy, but you can keep adding and adding to it to a point that it can't take any more, and that's when you've got perfectly lovely mashed potato. You get any more than that, you end up with it starting to split and you've got issues. But right, so for the frying potato, I'm just going to start off in a pan with a little bit of vegetable oil. Let the pan heat slightly. We've got a little bit of garlic here, so we'll just smash a garlic clove, pop that in the pan with it. That's the thyme that we've got. Go in.
I always wondered, why does it pop when you put thyme in there? 'Cause it's one of the only sort of herbs that I've ever noticed that kind of does that.
It's just the moisture that's in it. It's basically flash frying it, I suppose. Most herbs will do it if you get them in hot enough oil, and obviously that's very hot oil, but lots of butter goes into that. I mean, for doing just the one, this seems like a lot of butter, but obviously if we were doing it for more covers, we'd do it with more.
So if you've gone for a healthy New Year option, just look away from the TV now, okay?
Yeah, replace this frying potato with some boiled potatoes, and you've got a very healthy meal here. So just nappy that butter over that, and then we pop that into the oven. So we've got some lovely fresh John Dory.
So where do you get your fish from?
Most of our fish comes from Newland, to be honest. You get a bit from Plymouth and things, but the main market is from Newland. So we're just going to skin this. So with it being John Dory, it's an odd fish. It breaks down naturally into 3 sort of smaller fillets. So that's what we're going to do for a portion. So we'll just season it lightly.
Okay, so what's the next step now?
Okay, so the next step now, this is obviously the puree that I've made. That one's still cooking, but we blitz that down to make a puree. We then take this slurry puree and put it into this bag with the fish.
Okay.
We want enough of the puree that it's coating it. The more the better. And then we'd lay that down flat.
Okay, so now it's been backpacked. What's the next step?
So the next step is to get that cooking into our sous vide bath, which say that'll take 12 minutes. So then we'll pop that in, we'll assemble the other bits and pieces, and then we can plate it up. Okay.
So this is where the magic happens.
This is where the magic happens. So on with our fondant potato. Oh, nice cavolo nero. And the mushrooms. And then this is where the water bath really, is the beauty of using it, because you can get everything else ready, and all you're going to do with your fish.
So will you pack your fish in the backpack during the day and get it ready, so in the evening you just need to put it in there?
Absolutely, which all helps out really, because you end up with a better flavour because it's in there, it's intensifying through the day, you're salting it beforehand, so you're starting to almost cure the fish slightly. Okay. And then you have it there ready to go. So I'm going to take that.
It's just really interesting to see how much preparation and hard work goes into making a dish for people to enjoy. And I think it's a really great thing to see, and sort of to show people that that it's not just something that's put together really quickly and thrown on a plate. This is hours of work just wanting to make one dish. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, it takes there's a lot of effort, a lot of skill that goes into it from right away from the start of selecting the best ingredients and making sure we're using everything the best, and then going through it. But it's that sort of skill which is then when you're busy and everything's going on, you've got everything there ready to go because you've prepared it. So that's just our little onion there on the top, and then just going to finish that with our dill oil.
That looks incredible. Thank you very much for
Thank you very much.
taking the time. And I think what we should do now is go and take a table over there, tuck into it.
Absolutely. I shall bring it over to you.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.
Well, our thanks to Darren and the team there at Bustopher Jones in Truro. We had a fantastic time filming down there. Jake thoroughly enjoyed smashing that up at the end.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't get down there actually. It was the second fish dish we've done on the Cornwall channel, and I was really looking forward to trying a bit of John Dory. I've never had it before.
Yeah, what do you call a fish with no eyes? See, it's one of those. I thought you wouldn't have known that, but there you go. So we're going to be taking an ad break, but before we do, as always, keep your comments coming in. I can't get that message over enough. We love to hear your thoughts on the show, things that you'd like to see in future episodes as well. We've got a massive county to cover.
Indeed.
Anything that's coming up soon that you're looking forward to?
We've got some more history pieces actually, some Cornish landmarks. I'm looking forward to seeing those. I think we're trying to get down to the Minack Theatre as well.
Yes,
It's got a bit
I've
of
never been there
history.
before myself.
I haven't been down there. Right,
No.
at the very tip of Cornwall, so I'm looking forward to going down there. Some more cooking coming up as usual, lots more music, so lots to stay tuned for.
And special guests and VIPs and
All
people
that
doing
lovely
remarkable things. But for now, we're going to be back directly because we're going to take a quick commercial break. So we'll see you in a bit.
So you're stuck for ideas of what to do with the kids? Try something different. Try Player Ready in Redruth. They have loads of the latest virtual reality games, including racing simulators with hundreds of car types and tracks. We are also Cornwall's only indoor roller disco. They also offer amazing games packages for kids and adult birthday parties, stag and hen do's and team building. There's also a cafe serving great food and drink, and parking is free. Player Ready VR Redruth, and coming soon to St Ives.
From the installation of boilers to the repair of central heating systems, we have the experience and expertise to handle it all. We offer a complete range of boiler installation, servicing, maintenance and repair services, along with a 24/7 breakdown service at reasonable prices. All our heating experts are gas safe and Offtech registered. If your fuel is gas, oil or LPG, we can help. Call us today to find out more or visit www.rapidheatingsw.co.uk.
At Cornish Gems, we have over 180 luxury holiday cottages across Cornwall, ready for you to fall in love with. All of our beautiful self-catering homes are hand-picked by our local team and meet the highest quality, cleanliness and safety standards, so you can relax and enjoy your dream holiday in Cornwall. Whether you want to visit the famous harbour town of St Ives or explore the long sandy beaches of Newquay, at Cornish Gems we have a gem waiting for you. Visit our website to view our tempting collections or call our local travel advisors today.
Since 1994, independent estate agent Jackie Stanley and her team have been looking after property owners and buyers from the Harbourside office in Padstow. Covering the whole of North Cornwall, it's important to Jackie that great care and attention is paid to all clients, and that herself and her staff go the extra mile to achieve satisfaction for her buyers and sellers alike. Honesty, integrity and discretion are key in our outstanding sales record. Visit Jackie Stanley online or pop in and see her in Padstow.
For great food, friendly accommodation and delicious local ales, come to the Griffin Inn in Newquay. Our Cornish restaurant and bar menu offers a traditional menu incorporating homemade dishes using fresh local produce wherever possible. Not forgetting our very popular Sunday carvery and sizzling steak nights. It is the ideal place to stay for business, a holiday or a short break in Cornwall. Visiting Cornwall, think the Griffin Inn Newquay. Treat your senses to the finest flavours of South Korean and Asian at Zen Noodle and Wine Bar in the centre of Truro. Zen is a great contemporary place to dine, delivering modern Asian fusion cuisine, all cooked fresh to order with no MSG. Authentic South Korean barbecue grills at selected tables. Truro's hidden gem, the Zen of Zen.
Well, welcome back to the Cornwall channel. As always, we love to hear your feedback, so keep those comments coming in. It's music time now here on the Cornwall channel, one of my favourite segments.
Indeed.
And this is a rock folk band from Penzance.
Yep, so this is ENNOR. This is their track Farewell to Atlantis. It's a great video, this. Take a closer look.
feeling fresh. Shake the morning sleepy legs. Come on, brother, it's time for us to leave. Come on, brother, let's go home. Come on, brother, leave your phone. Come on, brother, it's time for us to drive. Oh, it's clear for us to see. Driving down this old dusty road, we're not who we used to be. Oh, it's hard for us to believe the kingdoms of our childhood have been sunken by the sea. Farewell to Atlantis. Last light, don't fall asleep. The moon is warm and there's friends to see. Wildflowers and distant souls apart. I tell you, lover, this is home. It ain't flashy, it ain't Rome. I tell you, lover, this is where we fly. Oh, it's clear for us to see. Driving down this old dusty road, we're not who we used to be. Oh, it's hard for us to believe the kingdoms of our childhood have been sunken by the sea. Farewell to Atlantis. Is it time for nostalgia? Farewell to Atlantis. You may call me romantic. Farewell to Atlantis. Is it time for nostalgia? Farewell to Atlantis. Before I felt time's kiss. Farewell to Atlantis. Is it time for nostalgia? Farewell to Atlantis. You may call me romantic. Farewell to Atlantis. Is it time for nostalgia? Farewell to Atlantis. Before I felt time's last kiss.
I love that video. Video's awesome.
Yeah, very, very good. And if you know someone who's in a band or a soloist here in Cornwall, they've got a music video, send it in to us because we could play it out in the programme.
Yeah, so coming up next is King Creature. Now this is a rock band from Cornwall again. We popped down to see them, this was last week now, down at the Bear Bar in Truro. Jake went down and had a chat with them. They're going from strength to strength.
They're huge. They're huge property at the minute.
In America, actually, getting some real good, strong following in America. They're off to LA soon.
What, London Apprentice?
London Apprentice. No, Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Very nice.
County. So they're going over there. They've just been signed by Marshall, you know, the guys who make the
amps,
amps, all that jazz. And they've also come back from China recently. They've been all over the place. They are absolutely smashing it.
It's funny, in fact, one of their band members, Dave Calloway, big shout out to Dave, a friend of the family. So yeah, it's good to have some rock stars in Cornwall because they really are flying high at the moment.
They've also got their album out at the minute as well. This is volume 1. You can get this all over the place as usual. You get you in from Amazon Music, Spotify, iTunes as well. I think if HMV is still open, you can still probably grab a copy from there. And they've also got an acoustic version of the album out as well. So definitely go and see if you can grab a copy of that because it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Really good.
And don't forget, share it, like it, love it if you're watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube right now so that more people can hear the music of King Creature.
Definitely. So this is our short interview and then they'll be playing it out with their track, World of Sin.
So good evening, we're here tonight at the Bear Bar in Truro and I'm joined by Dave, Ev, Matt and Jack from King Creature. How are you guys?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, good, good. So you're performing tonight just around the corner, you looking forward to that?
Yeah, we're performing at the Ale House in Truro. An acoustic set tonight with the awesome 50-Year Storm.
Awesome, cool. So for those of you people at home that don't know, tell us a little bit about King Creature.
King Creature is a hard rock band from Cornwall. We started in 2013. We all met up and then sort of got out gigging in the early stages of 2014. We have a range of many styles mixed up in our music, I'd say, but it seemed to be quite a middle of the road type of rock band. A lot of people seem to enjoy what we do. You know, it's not too heavy, it's not too tame. It can be anything you need, but they enjoy it.
So the Cornish music scene seems to be getting better and better every year with some great venues and festivals. How have you found being a band in Cornwall?
That's this one, Jack.
It's definitely, it's got easier since we've been a band. Like when we first started, the range of rock bands here in Cornwall was proper slim. Like there wasn't very many. Like the whole indie thing was still massive at the time, and ever since we kicked off, there just seems to be every year like a couple of bands added. Like we've got some really good pals now. Like big shout out to guys like Riders to Ruin out on the Cornish scene, absolutely killing it, you know. And so yeah, it's definitely got better. There's a lot more bands from up country playing down here now as well. Like venues typically like the Sinostal Band Club, but like they're taking on a lot of bands from up country, like the new wave classic rock movement, are all coming down. So yeah, definitely it's improved a lot over our time of being in the band for sure.
So I've been told that the bright lights of LA are calling you, so you're heading out to Los Angeles. You want to tell me a little bit about what you're doing out there?
Yeah, sure. Ev, would you like to tell us all about LA?
LA, right. Okay. So basically, we're going to the NAMM show. So for anyone that doesn't know, the NAMM show is a music industry showcase. So all the big companies, all the smaller companies, they get together in Anaheim in a convention centre, and they basically showcase all the new products that they're releasing that year. So we're going across with Marshall amplification. Obviously we've signed to Marshall Records, so they're taking us over this year to do some shows and to play for the NAMM show and stuff. So I mean, it's going to be a great event for us to go and showcase our stuff at. I mean, there's going to be a lot of big people there, a lot of people that we look up to and inspire. That have inspired us. So no, it's going to be cool. I mean, we've looked at the NAMM show for years, and to finally go there and see everything, and it's going to be an amazing experience. So we're looking forward to playing some shows over there. So we do the Arena Plaza stage, and then we do another show each day on the Marshall booth. So no, it's going to be cool, and we're just looking forward to going to the Sunset Strip. All our favourite bands came from there.
So your album Volume 1 is now out. So tell us where can we listen to it? How can you get it?
You can get it anywhere actually. It's out in all the shops and all your digital formats. So you can get it from HMV or Amazon, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. I've got an acoustic EP that's just come out called To The Bone, which is some of the songs off Volume 1 reworked acoustically. With some piano and all sorts of instrumentation. It just changes the whole feel of the same songs. Bit of banjo. So we have that's just come out. It's got a couple new from it, and it's got a new single on it as well.
So we're going to play out tonight with one of your songs. So if you want to look down the camera and introduce the song.
You're about to watch King Creature and the Single World of Sin. Enjoy.
Gone where
This programme has been in part funded by Visit Cornwall.
Are you missing calls? 75% of people don't like leaving answer phone messages. What opportunities could you be missing out on in your business? Fonetta Business offers a solution with its telephone answering service. Our dedicated business team answer your calls as your business and can text or email you straight away. From as little as £1 per call, can you afford to miss your next customer? Contact us to try our 14-day free trial now. Fonetta. Communication made easy.
Need a drone? Or a smaller drone? Or a bigger drone? Or maybe a battery, memory card, bag, or merch? Or whatever these are, to help you get shots like this. This. Or even this. Or you can even win £2,500 to spend in store or online in our monthly competition for only £2 per entry. Get everything you need at hobbymounts.co.uk.
Have you been to Bodmin Jail? Immerse yourself in the history and atmosphere of the former county prison. Spend the night in jail with our resident medium. Visit the tea room. Dine in the Governor's Hall and experience our fine cuisine, or why not sample our delicious Sunday lunch? So much going on. Wednesday ghost walks. Thursday scary cinema night. Friday and Saturday after dark experience. Weddings and daily heritage tours. Bodmin Jail. So much more than an attraction.